Greetings, everyone. Greetings. How everyone doing today on this so-called Mother's Day? I want to say thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I really do. I just want to say appreciate you guys tuning in because I know what I'm gonna talk about. I know half of you are gonna be in your feelings anyway. But ask me, do I care? I really don't care if you be in your feelings or not. But I do just want to say thank you for stopping through or giving me the opportunity to come in your ear just one more time. And I know I haven't done a podcast in a while. So this is my introduction to saying welcome to the Truth Podcast. Also, I want to talk about the things we learn from home. Now, we can learn a lot from home. We can learn good and we can learn bad from home. Now, and I say that in a way how our parents was brought up. Now we can teach our kids decency. We can teach our kids inappropriate things. Also, there comes a time when you're raised up in a home, you see things that you might not pay attention to, but you see your parents acting ignorant, or you can see your parents acting with classy. So, as of today, I want to just dive into things that's going to make you perk your awareness or perk your understanding to aware that as parents, we are the anchor for our kids. And sometimes we raise our kids the way we was raised. Some would say, I beg to differ. Some would even say, you don't know what you're talking about. That's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, you know how you raise your kids. And some of us raise our kids the best of our ability. Now, I'm not singling out anyone, but you can tell how a child is raised by the parents. And I say that because parents of today are just raising kids any kind of way. We got parents raising kids. They can be two, not even out the womb, and they got their ears pierced. They're 2 and 3, make them look like they're young whores with sundresses on and their sandals, thinking they're cute with their hair done. And some of us raise our kids to cover themselves with modest apparel as far as, cover yourself up. Don't reveal too much. Leave something to the imagination. And some of us learn foolishness early. Some of us look at our parents, our mothers, looking like a first-class prostitute with your anchor chains on. And some of y'all would say, I'm bashing, but who cares what you think? And I want to destroy, matter of fact, I want to sit on your nerves what I'm going to talk about today. Some of y'all going to get pissed off at me. Some of y'all going to say he gets on my nerves, but he's telling the truth. Look at our young girls of today. We learn the habits from home. If you have an uneducated father, an uneducated mother, and that can go either way. But at the same time, look at the destruction that's going on in the homes. For one, you got parents drinking, smoking, bringing everybody new under the sun, and you telling that child that's your uncle, knowing your mother just screwed your uncle. And I want to hit it hard. I want to hit it so hard that you hit a home run and you sitting there looking at that ball go over the stands. Some of us would say that that's not true, Ronnie. What are you talking about? Now, the things that we learn from home, where do kids learn their first experience from? Smoking, drinking, screwing every Tom, Dick, and Hank. Where did they learn these tactics from? Home. You got mama, you got daddy, screwing, fussing, smoking, fighting, shooting, robbing. And our kids are brought up in a situation that they seeing and they think this stuff is normal. They think that it's okay. And then you got these young fathers that's in their 20s, in their 30s, dressing their little kid like a pimp. The kid's not even out of Pampers yet, and you want the kid pants sagging off his little butt. And now you say that that's my little pimp. That's my little dog. That's my little homie. And you got him with a fake chain around his neck and a wife beater on. And you got him some shorts on that's tagging the ground. But yet, then let me finish it off with saying you got him some Jordans on. You got him little boy with dreads in the hair. Not even out of Pampers. And look at the mama wearing skin tight clothes in front of your daughter and telling your daughter, don't your mama look cute? No, mama, you look like a whore, like you about to prostitute yourself, like you ready to go make some money. And then you wonder why our kids grow up with the attitudes that they have. If you don't have a certain amount of money, I can't be with you. What do you mean you can't be with me? What are you bringing to the table besides some fish? You ain't bringing nothing to the table, number but some fish that's been ruined by every shark that's been biting off that fish. And now you want to say, I don't want to talk to a guy that got a 9 to 5, but yet you want to talk to a guy that's out here stinking dreads, pants hanging off him, ring on every finger, and you looking like, oh, he got money. But yet he's not telling you he got 20 baby mamas out here, and you about to be the 21st one saying that I love him. Now you want to go out here and fight for who? For his honor? And he's sitting back looking and laughing to his homeboys while you looking like an idiot, fighting for somebody who don't have no morals or scruples for themselves. And I don't care you get mad with me. You can get mad. You can jump up and down. You can do whatever. Skip to my loo, my darling, because I don't care how you feel. But yet, look at our young women of today. We wear this fake hair. Why? Because they see mama in the kitchen making wigs for who? Trying to make a profit and knowing that you are teaching your child wrong, and you're also teaching your child how to make a quick buck by telling them you got to do what you got to do to survive. What happened to the times where the old folks used to teach the young kids, cover yourself, have respect for yourself, Don't go out here sleeping with everybody because you're going to get something that you're going to regret, that you're going to have. You're going to get the claps. You're going to get A's. You're going to get all kinds of disease, chlamydia. And then you're going to get something that's going to affect you for the rest of your life to where you got to get on pills, or it's going to sterilize you to where you can't have any kids. Look at the things that we learn from home. We learn how to shoot dice because we see our uncles in the back room shooting dice and they smoking their first cigarette. Look at our young kids. They see these things. Why do you think they show this stuff on TV? They had a movie called New Jersey Drive. And what they did was they go around and steal cars and drive around like they work for it. And this is what's going on in the real world. They stealing cars. They carjacking. They stealing people's tires. Look what's going on. And nobody teaching our young people nothing. We learn from home. And I want to say, look at this mess. Just look at it. Then the things that we learn from home, you know I'm not going to leave it out. The churches. You got a liar sitting up there in a pulpit saying that he's called by God. Then you got a cat that's meowing up there saying that she's a woman of God, but yet she's up there half naked. Breasts is showing, thighs are showing, and yet you got a wig on your head that's cocked to the side. But yet you saying you are a woman of God. Then you got the preacher up there with a loud lime green suit on, saying that he's called by God, knowing he's not called by nobody but his other father. And when I say that you learn this stuff from the church, look at the people and these liars go out here and profess that they are called by God and they're used by God. And you ask yourself, are you really used? Because how can you tell your congregation to go out here, touch and claim something, and somebody's already living in the house or they already driving a car? You walk up to somebody's car and say, the Lord, Shandere kiki sita. Shandere get it. Sound like a broken record. Get it. Wooka. Get it. Like you a DJ or something. And the person, you go touch their car and you say, God told me I'm going to have this car. And the people going like, you gone crazy. You go to somebody's home and you touch and claim something. And this preacher is already counting the money that you already put in the tithes and offering. They're things that we learn from home. Just look at it. An animal got more common sense than the humans that's on this earth. Yes, I said it. You can learn a lot from an animal. I don't care about you being in your feelings. I don't care about you, none of that. I don't care. Don't matter to me. So all I'm saying is, as a human being, you got to understand something. How can you say that you learn these things from home when you have no order in your own life? How can you have order in your life when you don't even know God? How can you say that you love the Lord when you just as lost as a rattlesnake that's trying to catch its prey? All I'm saying is be careful of the things you learn from home. You can learn things from home that'll help you. You can learn things from home that'll decrease you. So all I'm saying is we as people gotta understand we love something, but we don't have no understanding what we ourselves. We cannot continue to misguide our church and say our kids are out of control when we are out of control. Because why? We learn what our parents did. Our parents told us how to steal. Our parents taught us how to lie. This is where our kids get their first lie from home. You got mama lying to her husband, saying that you are the baby daddy and known as by his brother or the uncle. But yet, look at our kids. We learn from each other. And the more we learn from each other, it's like more destruction is coming. But yet, we as human beings thinking that we're doing something right and we harming the next generation. The next generation don't have a clue what's in front of them. Why? Because you got their parents doing the same thing as the young kids going to clubs. Now here it is, you in your 40s, you in your 50s, and you in your 60s, even in your 70s. You got grandpa at the club with gray hair, with his chest shirt, his chest is showing and his shirt is open, and he got a gold chain medallion with a cross on it, and he got his fedora on his head, thinking he's cool in the club, shaking. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, shaking it. Here it is. And then as he's shaking, he got to say, come here, young baby. Let me whisper something in your ear because what I got for you, girl. And he see she all thinking is, I struck up on a sugar daddy. Now here it is. Look at the things that our kids are seeing. Now as grandpa is mm, dancing, let's get it on. Now here it is. He's getting it on. He already popped the Viagra because why? He think he got him a prey, and all she is thinking about is how can I get in his pocket? I'm gonna give him a little something, and I'm even spiced. Oh, daddy, you hitting them pockets, and here his ego is to the roof, and now she comes back. But she not telling grandpa she's already 2 weeks pregnant, but yet she gonna tell grandpa because he don't pop the Viagra and think he is the daddy, and now she is telling him we about to have a baby. Now here it is, grandpa is 70 years old and he's about to become a father, so he thinks, and the young girl is in her 30s. And she said, I don't care. I'm about to have me a GoFundMe with this guy. This guy is going to pour his whole Social Security check into my bank account, and I'm going to tell him I'm pregnant by him. And now he thinking he's about to be a daddy. And come 18 years later, he's not the daddy. Just look at the deceit that people are doing out here because they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything anymore. They just want to find a quick hustle that's going to last them for 18 or 21 years. Now, here it is. That 32-year-old mother got other 4 kids at the house that's 12, 8, and 2, and 17. Now, the 17-year-old looking at the 32-year-old mother. Mommy, you're pregnant again? Yeah, girl, I'm getting child support for all y'all. Now that 17-year-old looks at the 32-year-old mama and say, that's the way things supposed to be. And then she goes out here and get pregnant. Now the 32-year-old mother tells the 17-year-old, you better work it. Girl, what you got between your legs, these niggas out here will die for. They will be begging at your feet. And yet the 17-year-old is misled down a road for destruction. Because now as she gets older, now she done picked up the habits from her mother. And now her mother had guided her down a dangerous road because now she got 3 kids. And now the surprise is she got AIDS at 17. Because the 32-year-old mother wants to fit in and live her life through her 17-year-old. And not remind she got other kids that are looking at the 17-year-old. And now they think that's the life to be. That's the life that it's supposed to be. And not knowing that the 32-year-old learned it from her mama, because now her mama that's in her 80s, now she is an old hoe. Look at the destruction that we're learning from home. Now, look at our boys out here. They're not men, they're boys. And they think because of their anatomy, they think they're going to lock something down because of their anatomy. See, this is what's wrong with the men out here. You're thinking with your lower nature instead of your top nature. This is why you got 20 baby mamas, because you think your nature is going to help you through life. You think your nature is going to provide for you. And when that gets old, then what? You a bum, because you got men out here that run in and out of jail and they think that a woman's supposed to stand by them. Why? Because you want to screw up your life. Now you are screwing up that woman's life because now she done dedicate herself to you, who ain't nothing but a bum. How is we teaching our kids about life out here and we trying to find our way, but yet we lost our way? So you're going to say, I'm going to destroy the next generation because what I don't got, you ain't going to get. Now, you got parents out here of jealous of their kids. Yes, you got parents are jealous of their kids because when their kids don't follow in their footsteps, you got parents that would say, you think you better than me. You think you Miss Know-it-all or Mr. Know-it-all. No, I just choose to live a better life than what you're living. I don't want to be a hoe mama like you. Daddy, I don't want to have 20 baby mamas. I want to have a wife. And if I want to have a wife, I will have 20 kids, but at least my kids are by the same woman. I don't want to do what you're doing, Daddy. I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to do those things. But yet, we continue to say that we are parents. A dog can say they're a parent, but yet you say that I'm a good parent. Why? What makes you a good parent? You can only want better for yourself before you start having children. I'm not telling nobody they can't have no kids. I'm definitely not saying that. But I think as parents, we tell our kids, look at the struggle I went through. I want you to be better than me. I want you to be more wiser than me. Because when I'm dead and gone, you got to live in this world and you got to make sure that you got 10 toes down and say, hey, I got to make sure that I know what's right and what's wrong to show you, hey, while I'm here, let me guide you. Listen to me. You might not like what I'm saying to you, but just listen to what I'm saying to you so that way you can be a better parent than me. I might not show you a lot of right ways, but look, for you to be a better parent, don't look at my actions. Don't look at me because I made a lot of mistakes. Yes, I wasn't there for you. Yes, I didn't tell you how to change your pad. I didn't show you how to use a tampon. I didn't show you these things. Now you got to learn from the streets. So look, I didn't never show you how to wear a proper bra. You got women out here, bras bigger than their boobs because nobody never showed them. As a woman, you have to go out here and get your boobs registered. I mean, not registered, but registered. I said registered. Measured. As a people, these are things that's supposed to be taught from home. We are teaching our kids what? How to smoke weed, how to roll the best blunt, what's the best alcohol out here. Parents, set an example for your kids instead of your kids set an example for you. You got kids out here that are raising their parents. Now, I know some scenarios where both parents been on drugs and the child got to step up because the parent want to be selfish and think about themselves. You got parents that are alcoholics to this day, and you got a 15-year-old taking care of their 5-year-old brother or sister. But yet, we as parents don't realize the pain that we cause for our kids. We got to understand this generation is not built like the generation that we come from. This generation is more softer. They're like cotton balls, soft. They're emotional. They don't understand that this world is going to be tough for them. But the kids nowadays, if the parents try to lean on them too hard, they shoot the parents or they want to fight the parent. Now, I heard a story that the mother had a husband, but the husband wasn't the kid's father, and the kid shot the stepfather because the stepfather told his stepchild to clean his room. I'm curious because where was the mother when all this is going on? That's why I tell you as parents, be careful who you marry. Be careful who you be involved with. Be careful who you have around your children. You can have somebody that's a pedophile. You could have someone that's a murderer. You can have someone who's a rapist. You can have someone you don't know. This is why I tell people, understand who you're with. Understand who you got next to you because people can be very deceitful. You have to understand sometimes people might not like the things that you do as a parent, but you got to let your kids know, hey, look, this is the way it's going to be in my house. You have to go by my rules. Set standards. Don't drink with your kids. Don't smoke with your kids. Don't do none of that with your kids. But all I'm saying to you is that we as parents have to show our kid a better way. We cannot keep forming to their ways. You going to clubs. Now, I've seen parents go to clubs with their kids. They're 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids. They sit up in the club on IG. Look, I'm with my mama. I'm with my daddy. And this is sad because this is true. And let me get back on with the churches. Now, with the churches, you got preachers telling their people that God got a blessing with your name on it. And you go out here struggling. But yet he's trying to deter you from coming to the church for help. And the church is supposed to be a sanctuary where you're supposed to get help. The church is a place where it's for help to bring your problems to and leave them at the altar. But yet you got these preachers telling you just lay your money at the altar and God will bless you. You got preachers out here telling people that their mama and daddy and their cousin, their brother gone to heaven. Can I ask a question to all you hypocrite, faker preachers? Have you died and went to heaven and seen their mama, daddy, brother, sister? Have you seen all that? Because the scriptures that I read, it says no flesh is in heaven. They tell you that not to comfort you. They tell you that to say, I'm going to lie to them, to make them feel good and make the flesh feel good. They not worrying about your soul. They not worrying about how you going to feel after all this. All they worrying about what money you donated. Me personally, and I could be wrong, but me personally, if you're going to have a funeral at a church, I don't think they should charge you for it. But the preachers see that this is an opportunity for them to get paid and put the money in their pocket. Because you got to remember, people, the churches are tax-free. They can't tax religion. So the churches that's getting these monies, their money is supposed to be a storehouse to where you're supposed to get help, but not to support the preacher, then get a Benz or BMW, get a big house or get airplanes. That money is not for that. That's for if Shirley is having a financial hardship, she can't pay her rent, she's supposed to go to the church and get help. Now the preacher is just misdirecting you. Can you go to social services? Because the church just don't have it. But yet you've been paying your tithes and offering at this church. And this is why I say seminary school with these preachers, they are only here to work on emotions. That's it. They don't care about your soul. They don't care if you're a flaming faggot. They don't care if you're a flaming lesbian. They don't care as long as that money look the same to them. And I saw a sign one day, even the Catholic people say all are welcome. Because now the churches come to realize they racist, but they telling you that you are welcome in their church because your money is still green. I don't care nothing about you, nigga. All I care about is your money. That's all I care about. These churches are going to pay. This is the stuff that we learn from home, because you got to look at it. The church is supposed to be your home too. That's why I say the things that we learn from home. Look at our kids. Well, especially our young men. Where did we learn to put on a dress from? High heels, makeup. We learn this stuff from home. And the mama think it's cute. Look at my son. Let me take a video. Look at my son in my heels. And some of y'all going to debate me, I know. But let me tell you something. You're always welcome on the Truth Show I'm ready for a good debate anyway. It's due time. I'm like a lion in the forest, have not been eaten for 3 months. I'm ready for a good debate. Just hit me up. I'm ready. I'm willing. And matter of fact, you're the host. I'm the guest. I'm always going to be the guest. But look at our young kids of today. We walk around with the high heels on, and mama think it's cute. Everybody's sitting around knowing that something is wrong with this kid. That's not, I hear people saying, you are born that way. If we're the image of God, now you're saying that God is gay? If we are the image of our creator, now our creator is gay? See, you say that to justify what's going on. You say that to try to smother your emotions for real. You say that just to try to not deal with it. You are born with this way. You can't help who you fall in love. What you mean by that? What do you mean? So you saying that another man falls in love with another man? Are you letting your emotions get involved? Because the scriptures say the heart is the most deceitful thing. So telling me that means your emotions, and then you want to do what you want to do because you say you grown. If you want another man to blow your back out, he got a beard and you got a beard, and y'all sitting up there taking y'all photos together. Look at my husband. I love my husband. And then you got to think about it. You got churches that ordain this stuff. Just a little secret. Hey, come closer. Hey, you're not married to that other man or to that other woman. You're not married. But see, this is what society is saying that it's okay to depopulate you all from having more children. This is why America is the way it is. It's going through. It got to pay what it has done to the people. I'm not getting off topic, but I'm just letting you know that society saying all this stuff is okay. But what did God say? So God say, let us go out and multiply. So I asked myself, how can you multiply with another man? How can you multiply with another woman? If the scriptures say go out and multiply and you release your seed in another man, can that man get pregnant? Even though China is trying to make that possible. Let me say this. Any man that's in his right mind, why would you want to go and be a woman? A woman's body goes through so much pain. A woman goes through menopause. A woman goes through a cycle every month. Why you want to be a woman? Look how everything is in reverse. You got women out here today cutting their boobs off, cutting their hair short, walking around with the do-rags, walking around with their pants sagging, looking rough in the face. So let me ask you this, you dykes, you lesbians. Why you keep using the anatomy of the man that you so much hate? I'm up for a good debate. and I want to sit on your nerves. Matter of fact, I want to cross my legs and sip my iced tea while I'm sitting on your nerves. Why you keep using the anatomy of a man that you hate so much? Have you become that much drowned in you, in your sin, that you feel that you really are a man? I can't help the way I am. I was born this way. See, the devil, your father, will tell you anything. The devil is very cunning. The devil will come to you as a youngin and saying that you are doing the right thing. And you say, yeah, I know. I feel this. I feel this in my bones. I feel this in my heart. I feel this in my soul. But yet, you hate men so much. But then you try to carry the characteristics of that man. You try to walk like a man, like you got shoulder pads on. Then you walk around with your pants sagging. But hey, psst, psst, hey, God remind you every month that you come on your period. Every month you bleed, use that tampon. That's a reminder that you are still a woman. How that look? Here it is, you got a wife and both of y'all on y'all period. How does that look? Hey, we out of pass, honey. Hey, honey. Hey, look. Hello? Hey, honey. Can you go in the feminine section and get some pads? But yet you got the characteristics of the man. Your hair cut short, boobs cut off, the walk, your pants sagging. Hey, I think I'm gonna use what's a good pad out there? Yeah, no, I don't like using pad because it got a little fresh odor. Can you give me some tampons? Okay, honey. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get me some too because I feel crappy. I'm gonna come on my period too. Look at this stuff that goes on in society. Now, not remind you, look at this. You got a father who's a flaming faggot, and now the son is a faggot. The mama got a girlfriend or a wife, and now the daughter comes out and say, Mama, I've been holding this on forever, and I think I got something to tell you. Here's the mama with the short hair, with a little chain on, looking like a dude. What you want to say? What you want to say? Mama, I like women too. You know what? I knew that all along. I knew that. Hey, congratulations. Welcome to the club. The ABCED people, we welcome you with open arms. How is it that you say that you love your child and yet you're doing the same thing as your child? And then you got the mothers of the church, the disgrace. They not wearing the big hats no more. They not covering up no more. They letting it all hang out. They got the ankle chain looking like. Now look, and these I keep saying that the ankle chains I love like prostitutes because when I was coming up in DC, that's all I saw. Prostitute with the big boots over your knees, like they come all the way up to your thighs, and they got the ankle chains on. They doing everything to entice that man to come to lay with them. And then you got in homes, you got the mother allowed the stepfather to molest their child, their son or their daughter, because the stepfather or the father is sick that he wants to have sex with his daughter or his son. And the mother allows this because the man is paying all the bills in the house. And he reminds her, hey, look, you shut up. I pay all the bills in this house. This is where the women come from of today. I don't need no man. If a man, what I need a man for, just for some meat, I can get a toy for that, or I can get a rose for that. But yet, you still need a man because you come from a man. That's why they call you a man. That's why you still need a man. This is why God tells us to wait, so we won't run into these problems. But we want to run ahead of God and say, I'm going to do my own thing. I don't need you. This is why our young kids of today is in dying need and distress of knowledge. Just because you have a vagina and just because you have an anatomy does not make you go out here and produce a child. You sit up here and say, I'm a man. Why? Because you spill your seed in a woman, that makes you a man? No, that makes you weak of a man. Because if you go out here and spill your seed in a woman and you don't have no job, no source of income, all you think about is scamming, all you think about is getting over, all you think about is who you can rob for your benefit, not for that child. This is why you have so many. This is why you have so many women that celebrating Mother's Day, that pagan holiday. I wasn't going to leave that out. Mother's Day is every day for that mother who's single, taking care of these kids, and the father is somewhere dropping his seed in another woman. He trying to make it seem like the more women I get pregnant, the more that makes me like I'm a man. No, that makes you like a plumb idiot. Now, I encourage by every woman that's on this page that's hearing my voice, make that nigga pay child support. Make him pay. And you take accountability too, because you can take measures. You can say, look here, I'm not going to lay with you because you don't have nothing going on for yourself. You can take every step to prevent getting pregnant by a bum. I tell you what, since you want to lay with a bum, go out here and lay with a homeless guy. No, you won't do that, but you rather lay with a bum who got nothing going on, or you want to say that, hey, at least he got something. I'm not discouraging from trying to downgrade homeless people, because I used to be homeless. All I'm saying is that the two comparisons are the same. People will say they got a man just to stroke their ego and make it look good in front of people. For example, you got people know their man ain't no good. They know their man is some trash. They know they made a mistake by having a baby by this man. All he worrying about is playing PlayStation, Xbox, busting a nut, getting his belly full, smoking weed, and living off you. This is why I say, women, and I hold you to accountable. I'm not women bashing, but I'm holding you accountable because you make a decision who you lay with. You want to lay with a bum? Lay with a bum. But then don't try to come with stipulations on a guy that got himself together. Don't look at what he got. What you bringing to the table? You ain't bring no degrees to the table. You ain't bringing your own job to the table. Oh, you got a job because you work at McDonald's, Burger King. What are your goals? I'm not saying don't knock down a job. All I'm saying is reach your full potential. And that means be around people that have high standard as far as a high education, higher job, That does not make them better than you. All I'm saying is change your environment. And once you change your environment, then you will become a better person and your mindset will change. Don't be a hood rat and come with stipulations on a nigga saying, I don't want him because he worked for Metro or he worked for Ride On or he drives the train. I heard a woman say that's the most ignorant thing, but yet you want a fake rapper. Look at the world. You rather have a rapper than someone who's well established. Because why? You and that rapper want fast money. Anything that's run fast, it's not going to last forever. But you will continue to say, I want a rapper who's got it going on, wearing Gucci, Louis, and all this stuff. Don't be ghetto all your life. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and say, I want better for me. Stop looking at your mama. Stop looking at your daddy and live your life, what you want out your life. Because you don't want to have a child and be struggling and you got to find ways to keep food in that child's mouth. You got women out here are selling themselves because they mess with no good Negroes. They got 5 baby daddies and they trying to survive out here. They got 3 or 4 jobs. But yet, you have not hold yourself accountable for your actions. Then you go around and have another baby bomb. Now, who is the idiot? Who? Now, who need to be held accountable? So, before I end this, I want to say I love everybody. I do. Even to the ones that bash me, I still got to love you. I still got to have that in my heart. And it's not about me. I want to see every person be successful. But you got to want it. You cannot tell me that you cannot function in this world. You cannot do better for yourself. As a human being, you want better, do better, act better, think better, change who you are, and allow God to guide you. We so busy trying to do everything ourselves and not allowing God to do the rest. We go to God when somebody about to die. We go to God when grandma, grandpa, mama, daddy, cousin, brother about to die. Look at the stuff that we're taking on. Today is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day. Not just no one day, particular day. Here it is, you go to restaurants, spend all this unnecessary money, and you could have just been at home to cook your mother a meal. Just tell your mother, hey, Mom, you know what? I appreciate you. I know I was a rascal, but I appreciate you for sticking in there with me. You don't always got to spend money. All you got to do is tell your mother, Mama, I know I gave you some hard days. Mama, I know I was running in and out of jail. Mama, I know. Mama, I know I was on drugs, but you still stuck in there with me, Mama. You never gave up on me. That's Mother's Day every day, not just no one day. You got mamas out here that make their kids a mama boys. And when you do that, you make them no good for a real woman that come in their life. You got real women out here that stand 10 toes down. They don't want no weak man. They want a man that's going to challenge them, not by fists, by intelligence. You got women out here that are doctors or lawyers. They want to be with a man that can bring them some type of comfort. Now, I have some good women in my life, and I had some bad women. But at the same time, I couldn't see that there was good women because of my thinking process, because of the people that I hung around with in the hood. I'm not saying all hood people are bad. I'm not saying that. But if you constantly be in the hood, your thinking process is never going to change. I grew up in the hood. I'm from the hood. But let me tell you something. You gotta want this. It's not gonna come to you. It's like opportunity. If opportunity knock on the door, and on the other side of that door is how to get your life in order, you better open it and greet it with open arms. One thing I've learned, mothers are going to stick with their children if they're doing good or bad. That's Mother's Day every day. You got kids out here dropping their kids off with their mothers. No, she raised you. I don't need to raise this child. This is my grandchild. I love him or her. But it's not my job to take care of your kids. That's not my job. You spilled your seed and you open your legs for that man to spill his seed in you to make you a mother and now you're a father. How can we say that we honor our mother when you got some people that beat their mother, disrespect their mother, fight their mother, kill their mother? But yet today, since it's Mother's Day, you want to say, I love my mama. And then tomorrow you're going to be disrespecting your mama. How is you talk about your mother to your cousin, oh, she ain't never done nothing for me. But yet you so disrespectful with it. But yet you say you love your mother. Half of y'all would smack your mother like there's no tomorrow, like they somebody on the streets. And your mother, she broke her back. She broke her limbs, her fingers to provide for you to make sure you had something in your belly and a roof over your head. Mothers are here, especially the mothers, the old school mothers, they gone. Mothers of today are 22 to 32. And they are teaching our kids the wrong way. They are teaching our kids how to go after the bag. They're teaching our kids how to be young prostitutes. And then you wonder why the pedophiles are chasing our young kids down, because you, as a young mother, dressing your child with her backside showing, her back all out, earrings on her ear, with wigs on her head, and you saying that you are a good mother. You set up here and say that you are the ones that you're going to raise your child the way you want to. And then here's the little boy that has no father because you allow a bum to spill his seed in you. And now this 2-year-old, 3-year-old son of yours is cussing, disrespectful, and cussing you out. And you thinking it's cute. Come on, Antoine. Come on, let's go, boy. No, get out my face. You better leave me alone. I ain't got to listen to you. You sitting up here saying, girl, please, I ain't got to listen to you. Now, here the little girls. Now, come on, Sanaya. Come on, Brittany. What? I ain't got to listen to you. Got her lips poked out. And then you, as a mother, got armor oil on her lips. And you saying that you going to raise your child the way you want to raise your child. Now, I don't care how you feel. Like I told you before, I'm going to sit on your nerves, get on your nerves, and be on your nerves. I don't care. It don't bother me one red penny. You hear me? One red Penny. You know what I'm saying? Dynamite. So at the end of the day, we as people got to do better, want to do better, and shall do better. And I'm not saying, and I'm talking against the culture. Yeah. We keep saying we doing all this stuff for the culture, but yet the culture is destroying itself. It's like cancer. It's eating each other up. Look at the projects. Long as you got some Jordans on your feet, long as you got your weave in, your makeup, you go out here half naked. Look at yourself. Just look at you. And you look like a whoremonger. You're going out here to prostitute yourself. And then you teaching our young women the same thing. You teaching them. And look at your mother. She's somewhere drunk, somewhere high, somewhere at a club, somewhere over her sugar daddy house. And you saying that I'm a bad person for speaking what I'm speaking? I don't worry about that mess. Not at all. Why not do better? Why not want to do better? Why not understand who you are? All I'm going to say is put the weed down, put the drinking down, close your legs, keep them closed. Because you got some women don't even know how to wash out here. You got some women don't even take care of their hygiene. You got some women out here just lost because they would never show this stuff as a young child. Some of them grew up in the shelters. Some grew up in foster homes. And the foster homes are nothing but filled with perverts and pedophiles. But yet, society tell you all this stuff is okay. But yet, you fall right into it, what society say do. When you think outside the box, society say you wrong. Society say you don't fit in. Well, I guess I don't fit in because I'm not going what society say. I look at our men and I'm at heartbroken. Our men. How can we support or protect our queens when we are wearing dresses just like them? You know, I heard something that kind of shook me to my core. I saw it on TikTok where this transgender is a man. Transgender, trans mean change. That's what trans mean, change. And once you change, now you become not of yourself. Now you done took on a role of somebody else that you're not. I'm not calling him a transformer. I'm saying a trans mean change. So a transgender came on TikTok and said he has a period. I looked at it and kind of took me back on what I heard. Let me tell you, and I don't care. And I say that moreover. Now, I want to get closer when I say this. Now, this transgender said that he sticks a red popsicle up his backside and he let it melt to make it look like he is on his period. Now, when I heard this, it took me back when I heard a situation. I'm going to get in tongues for y'all. This for all you church people. When I heard a situation, when I heard someone tell someone, Mommy, I'm cramping. I think I'm ready to come on my period. Look at the foolish society to say this stuff is okay. And I know I'll probably get blocked again. I know I'll probably get banned this time, but I don't care. But all I'm telling you is society is just wicked. Now, this takes my mind back when Lucifer was in heaven. It takes my mind back, y'all. When he caused havoc in heaven, he caused confusion. Now, heaven is a peaceful, loving sanctuary. Now, here it is. Now, you preachers, listen, come closer. The preachers tell the people that the devil is the master of music. Have y'all ever been told that? That was a lie. He wasn't no magician up in heaven. Now, let me break it down before I get up out of here. When they say that he caused confusion, that means his vocal cords deterred the angel that God created, turned them away from their creator. They turned their back on God. That's what it means when he took a third of he convinced, he conveyed, he talked, he whispered into their soul and told them, turn against your maker. For you preachers of today, I want you to go and search the scriptures. And they call him a dragon. And they said his tail. You know what his tail was? His words. It's for you so-called preachers of today. So I'm not going to be in your guys too long. I'm going to knock off because I can go on. But I do want to say the things that we learn from home, we got to do better. Look at yourself in the mirror, smack yourself, punch yourself in the face to wake up and realize, hey, I'm leading my child down a path of destruction. Parents, do right. I'm not no counselor. I'm not no therapist. But all I'm saying is take a look at yourself and take a look who you are. Because at the end of the day, we are leaving behind a generation of lost people. Every generation, we are leaving destruction. I don't care if you're black, white, green, purple, yellow, we all gonna see God. And to you KKK members, you atheists, to you people say God ain't write the Bible, to all you people, you're gonna see God just like me. You're gonna get judged just like me. So at the end of the day, I want to say, peace be upon you and investigate yourself because you need to do that. Investigate who you are and what you are and what you want to do with your life. Because I'm going to tell you,